नहीं नहीं लिव इट, बट तुम वहाँ कोई अच्छा सा स्कूल ढूंढो एंड एंजॉय द लाइफ. It's not mandatory. Okay, Ji. So here is question number one of ATP. I'm going through that paper. This is your October number 2019 paper 63. Okay. So uh, I will not solve all of the paper, by the way, because first I told you that I will start from the most important question what I have to discuss with you, and then I will come in a reverse order, right? So here will be your last question, which is basically planning and analysis question. In this question, it is said that a student investigates. Usually, this question is of 7 marks. Check this one out. That you will have 7 marks, right? All of the papers they have 7 marks over there. So when we have to attempt this paper has simple rules for scores, and those rules are mostly we have method marks over here, right? So when we have method marks, पानी भी दे देगा. When we have method marks, for method marks, I will let you know that how we arrange the information or how do we gather the information to score the marks, right? Let's start with this example and then I will explain you in between. A student is investigating the ways of slowing the rate of cooling a hot liquid in a container. Okay, this is what this is an investigation, that what a student is doing, he is investigating the ways of slowing the rate of cooling a hot liquid in a container, right? You got that point? This is our main theme of investigation. The students knows that the lid will reduce the rate of cooling. One thing what the student knows about that it will reduce that, and he wants to find out the thickness of the lid makes any difference to the rate of cooling. He wants to find out the whether the thickness or if the thickness of the lid makes any difference in the cooling. That is the uh, second part of your investigation, right? And what is given to you or what is being directed to you, plan an experiment which will enable him to compare the lid effects of lid of different thickness. In your plan you should use or you should include, right? So these two lines are very important. These you have to compare the effect of lid of different thickness. That for example, lid with small thickness, uh, more thickness, how will they affect the cooling, right? Our cooling rates. Next is it is sorry, the list of operatives needed. This is what you have to include in your investigation, that what operators do I need. Secondly, explain briefly how you would carry out the investigation, include the measurements to be taken. It's very important that you have to take measurements which would be required over there. Third, state the key variables that would be needed to that would be needed to kept the same or constant, right? I mean, we have to change some variables, we have to keep some variables constant. I will explain to you. Draw a suitable table. Very important information. Draw a suitable table or tables with column heading to show how the readings would be displayed. You are not supposed or you are not required to enter the data in that, right? So you are just to write the overheads or column headings. Explain how you would use your reading to reach the conclusion, right? This all is basically, these all are your boundaries. You have to include all those areas or you have to address all those areas. So 1 2 3 4 5 areas are there what we have to investigate, right? And you may draw the diagram if it helps to explain your plan. You have the space over here for the diagram, then you have to space to write down in words over here. Okay, now let's have a discussion about that question.
टेबल
What is
इधर ड्रॉ
the
करते हैं ये डायग्राम वाली जगह पे
नहीं टेबल नहीं इधर ड्रॉ करना, या
और
टेबल भी कर सकते हैं, यस,
या नीचे करें
but
वो
mostly your table is at the middle, right? Here, first of all, you have to plan that. Just draw I mean, a line, okay, at that side or wherever you want, but not occupy more space. Here, it is just a mind map, okay? Draw a mind map. You can do that. You can do the same job at the end of this. There are some blank pages given to you, right? So that's why I'm saying that you can use these blank pages as your mind map. So in mind map, what you want, you need, okay, I have to draw a diagram first. That diagram should be included what, okay, so before diagram, let go back to the point. What I have to do here, I'm going to draw the mind map. What is being required, right? Cooling rate is linked, or it is required to link the cooling rate with lid thickness. Okay, it means if I say that thickness of the lid is D or T, let's say I keep it T, and then cooling rate is how faster the temperature decrease. So can I say the change in temperature per second or per unit time? So I have put two variables. It means what I have to mm, investigate, that I have to check. This is what to check: change in temperature with thickness of thickness. Okay, for example, if you have two variables same, here I have written T, here instead of writing T, you can put X thickness, right? No issue. So these are two variables. It means these are the variables what I have to address. Then what I have to keep constant. What can I keep constant? Time interval, after which I have to measure the temperature. Secondly, initial temperature of the initial temperature of liquid. Third, shape of container. Fourth, the nature material of container.
अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम
Yes, amount of time interval. Yes,
टाइम
I have
कि मतलब
written
कितने
that.
देर के बाद वो चेक
Amount
करेगा
of liquid. Yes, yeah, that is the time interval. Then amount के लिए हम लिख देते हैं amount of liquid. So these all are the things which have to be kept constant, right? Do you have any other suggestion? Yes, yeah, yeah.
सर ये
Muskan,
सेकंड लास्ट पॉइंट क्या
any
है
other suggestion?
मटेरियल ऑफ कंटेनर
Material of the content. Yes. I mean, if material would be insulator, definitely rating cooling rate would be decreased. So I have to keep the material of the container same all the times. Shape of the container, whether its area of cross section is less, more, all that. Then initial temperature of the liquid. For example, I am placing the liquid at 90 degrees centigrade, right? If it would be definitely less hot, the rate of evaporation would definitely be decreased, right? And time interval, I have to check the change in temperature after, let's say, 1 minute each. So right, is this clear to you, that what I want or what
यस
examiner wants from you? This is the part of planning.
जी
Now the next part for the planning is that if I have to measure change in temperature, what tools do you need, what instrument do you need? He has asked you na, कि what to measure and how to measure. or let's say measurement statements. Let me write measurements taken, and then I will write instruments also. Measurements taken, and then I have instruments. Okay, so what are the measurements? First you have to check, or first you have to measure volume of liquid. And what instrument? Measuring cylinder. Okay, what else you need? Yes, 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 come on, give me ideas.
टेम्परेचर मतलब बाद में
Temperature
हीटिंग
change, yes, change in temperature or temperature change in temperature is to be required, and that will be made with the help of a thermometer, because we have to enlist the operators. Then time interval, I have to measure the time interval, and I need stopwatch for that. Okay, got it?
Yes.
Okay, right after that, when you will say that I have to sketch a diagram, sketch how this operators will work. So you will just roughly draw a plan over here, and then you will finalize that over here, that okay, I should place a stand over there with this base area, and then I have to keep, or I have to place a container or a measuring cylinder or beaker over there, right? And then this beaker should be of glass. Okay, and then I have to place a thermometer inside it. Okay, and that thermometer should not touch the level of the liquid, I mean bottom of the liquid. This is the thermometer. Then I have to keep a stirrer inside, which will keep the temperature of the liquid constant. Just like a stirrer mean a rod which will be used to stir the liquid all the times to keep the temperature constant. And then we will keep a lid which would have the holes, two holes, but those two holes would be in such a way that the thermometer will be fixed in it, and the stirrer would be fixed to somehow, it would not be having much more gap, so that evaporation will be taken, will take place over there. Then this is your lid, so you can say that lid would be of this much cover. So here you can label that, okay, this is the thickness of the lid, right? This is the volume of the liquid, and so on. So isn't it the simplest diagram of what I need? Do you think that something else is required also? This is the stopwatch. You have to show that, okay, yes, I will start the time, and then it would be measured in this way, right? So this is what I need. And then we will go to the table. For example, if I plan it, that in table what I need material of, oh, wait. Here I have to put another thing. Material of container plus material of lid. Material of lid, right? So here you will use, this is very important, what I'm going to tell you right now. Table contains your column headings, means you will write number of observations first, number of observations, right? Then you will uh, write which variables are there. So you will write initial temperature and in degree centigrade, then final temperature, I mean theta 2, that is in degree centigrade. Then you will say that I would measure change in temperature in degree centigrade. Then what will I measure? I will note down the time in minutes, right? Did you get it?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, that's it. This is what this is. This is that table and column heading what I need. So number of observations mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mostly we take 6 observations, but you have no need to write this 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the table, and then finally you will get a conclusion. How do we? How will you say? Oh yes, I left one very important thing. Thickness of the lid. Thickness. I mean x in millimeter or centimeter of the lid. So these all are the points what we have to use, or what we have to I mean include in that. And then conclusion is that how this data helps me, that rate of evaporation is basically linked with, or how that is. It is not mandatory that you have to show that it is decreasing or increasing. No, how your uh, thickness and change in temperature are linked with. So you can say that we can plot a graph, or plot a graph, one thing. And if it is sorry, graph of what? Graph of change in temperature, change in temperature with thickness. Okay, if it is inversely proportional, then what do we say? That by increasing the thickness, change in temperature is less, so cooling rate is less. That's it. You will be done by all means. So this art would be your rough plan, and then you will write that all over here with the proper, you know, exam oriented stuff. Here you will draw a diagram, proper scale diagram. For that purpose you will use the ruler, and the rest of the stuff, that I have a stand, right? This would be definitely a 2D diagram. I cannot draw 3D, or you are not supposed to draw 3D. It is just a sketch, but that sketch not should not be uh, so bad that examiner feel some awkward ke yaar, what this guy is doing. Okay, so we can make this all with the help of the ruler, that this is the container, and then you can uh, place I mean lid over there, but that lid would be of, that would be of different thickness. That's why I told you that I will make two holes over there, one for thermometer and one for stirrer.
Correct.
So I just put that overhead, and then I will show that there is a thermometer basically. So let's say that thermometer is like, I will try my best to fix all that stuff, if I would be able to manage the things on my software. Okay, this is the okay. This should not have a space over here, right? So because you will be doing by you your scale and ruler, so it would be quite easy for you people. For me, it seems difficult to draw that. So this can be a stirrer, right? So you have to keep this stirrer in this way, that okay, there would be some sort of lock over here, not exactly lock, but uh, it would be something like this. Stirrer or something like this. It is used to stir the water or liquid inside, that its temperature should be kept constant. So this is your thermometer. So just keep that thermometer over here, and along with that thermometer you have to use a I mean a clamp, which would be holding this all. Okay, this is, it means that thermometer is held above it, mean it is stable. So I believe that it is more than enough at your level. This is the thermometer. So you can draw it by yourself. I have shown you the idea that what to do. Now it is the time for labeling. So you will label it that it is beaker, it is stirrer, it is thermometer, right? It is stand, right? And you can say that there is some liquid inside. Yes, you can show the liquid, no problem. Or it is very convenient that if you show some graduations or scales over there, that this is a graduated cylinder. Okay,
Sir,
10,
so sir, heat.
20, 30. No, we will not actually, we are not going to heat it up. We are going to cool it down. That is the game. So you can say hot water inside. Hot water. Got it?
जी.
Your diagram is actually your pure answer. I mean, if you draw a proper label diagram, it would be 100% sure that yes, you know how to arrange that all. So first you have to write that what variables do I have, right? This area is called problem finding, or mean identifying the problem. So here I will say that in variables, in mind map I told you that I must have two variables, which are the change in temperature and what else?
Time.
Yes, yes. You can say temperature variables are temperature. Oh man, why am I not writing? Temperature change with respect to wait. Rate of temperature change. It is cooling rate. I mean rate of temperature change with respect to, or with respect to thickness of the lid. Thickness of lid. Got it? Then what are the constants? I have put so many constants over there. You can write any one of them. The most suitable is, which one is the most suitable? Initial temperature and volume of the volume of the liquid. Volume of liquid. Okay. And nature of material for container and lid. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Then you will say procedure. What procedure did I follow? I just measure initial temperature of water in a uh, hot container, or in a container. Wait. Start. You have to be very precise over here, because we have very, limited space, and in that space we have to work. Sometimes we exceed that limit, but we have to try that to be precise enough. Procedure is take a specific volume of hot water with known initial temperature, that is theta 1, measured by thermometer, and put it in a beaker and note down the volume. Note down its volume. Right. This is what I have just I have just I have given you the idea that we can do in this way. Then after that, what I have to do in the mind map or in the plan, what was the next stage? Cover the liquid or beaker with a lid of a material. You can say cardboard, measure its thickness or measured thickness, because first we have to measure and then we have to put it. Measured thickness X with vernier caliper. You know, it can be thick enough, but with the help of vernier caliper, we can manage that because that is small thickness, paper, cardboard, and all that stuff. You did this all. Then what to do? Note down the change in temperature, change in temperature of liquid after each minute. Yeah, after 1 minute each, after 1 minute each, for 6 minutes, you can say, because we are taking 6 readings. So 6 minutes or 5 minutes, it's up to you, no issue. Or you can say after 2 minutes, then it would be quite well that in 2 minutes it would have a significant decrease. For you can put 5 minutes, no problem, right? It depends upon you that how much it would be, but don't take that after 1 day or 2 days, right? So avoid that. So liquid after 2 minutes, uh, yes, after 2 minute interval, after 2 minute each, for 12 minutes, let's say, right? So we can have 6 readings or 10 minutes. It's up to 10 minutes are enough. That's right. Sorry to make you confuse that 10 or 12, 10 or 12. Right? That's fine. Now, with the help of what will be that? Sorry, how do we measure the time? For each 10 minutes, time is measured with stopwatch. You have mentioned each and everything measured by stopwatch, right? Repeat the experiment. Repeat the experiment for the same volume of same liquid for same initial temperature. Here I have fixed all the things, but everything should be kept constant for different thicknesses of same card lid, right? Now you got that what to do here. This is the only question in which we have to write a lot, just like crazy, because we don't have the questions in which we have to write more than 3 lines. So this is what in which we have to write a lot. So as we do not have that much stamina to write, that's why our writing and all that stuff is basically fumbled up. So this is what you have followed the procedure. Then just give a heading that is analysis. Analysis or tabulation. These can be, I mean, just for your convenience, I'm going to write these two words. It's not required to give a heading, but for these two, it would be convenient for you. That tabulation mean uh, number of observations, number of observations. Then I have to, oh no, this one. This is just the column heading I have to draw. So I'm going to make this as my column heading. So I will write in small columns number of observations, right? Then initial temperature in degree centigrade, then final temperature in degree centigrade, then change in temperature in degree centigrade, then time in minutes, then thickness x in millimeter, and that's it. This was the situation, na? Right? Okay. So this we have tabulated that all. Now in analysis, plot a graph of change in temperature, change in temperature with thickness if the change in temperature decreases with increase in thickness, increase in thickness of lid, it shows that, yeah, the graph must have a uh, negative gradient. Then graph must have a negative. You know why negative gradient? Because it would be somehow inversely proportional. That's it. I have not written that it is inversely proportional, but as x increases, cooling rate decreases. That's why they are not directly proportional. So graph must have a negative gradient because, oh no, I have written that why it is happening like that. Okay, with a straight line, with a straight line. It is also not mandatory that you have to write a straight line, but you can say that it would have a decreasing gradient. So in this way, you people can score a lot, whatever is being mentioned over here. Now I will show you its marking scheme, inshallah, and we will analyze our effort that whether we did uh, or we are able to score or how much we are going to score from this all. So here is your past papers, here is your IGCSE physics. Oh no, I had to go to past papers again.
सर आप मैथ्स भी पढ़ाते हैं?
नहीं, मैथ्स बस कभी पढ़ाता था, अब नहीं। अब मेरे पास बस फिजिक्स इतनी
मुझे
सारी
पढ़ा
है कि
दें आप
नहीं,
इन 2
इससे
महीने।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, असल में
कुछ नहीं पता।
मैं मैथ्स में नहीं यार, मैं एग्जाम के लिए नहीं तैयार कर सकता। बेसिकली आई हैव लेफ्ट एंड आई एम नॉट अप टू डेट विद मैथ्स बिकॉज आई हैव लेफ्ट 4-5 years बैक। तो इसलिए मैं अब दोबारा बस फिजिक्स में से निकलना नहीं चाह रहा। इट वाज व्हिच पेपर वाज दैट? इट वाज 6-3 अक्टूबर नवंबर 1963। अक्टूबर नंबर 1963। So where is that? Yeah. अक्टूबर नवंबर 1963। Yes. So let's check whether we are having good score or not. Probably we tried our best. So let's what's the examiner is interested in, the beaker and the material for, yeah, this all are mean MP, mean these are basically the method and procedure marks, right? So here operators beaker and material for the lid. I have mentioned beaker of glass, right, and cardboard for lid, and thermometer and stopwatch, right? It means we reserved over this mark. Pour hot water, pour hot water into the container. Measure the temperature of hot water over the period of the time. We scored 1 mark over here. Repeat the different thicknesses of the lid. We scored 1 mark over here, right? Here, 2 from all of these. What are the control variables? Control variables are mean those constants, right? You have to write control variables. The same initial and starting temperature of water, we did that. Same volume of the water, we did that. Same size of thickness of the beaker, yeah, we write same material, we scored that. Same material of the lid, yes, we mentioned that over there. Same time for measurement of temperature, change in temperature of different measurements of time, yes, we mentioned that. Of For each 2 minutes I have shown, I have written that. Same room temperature or other physical condition. No, we did not mention that same room temperature because the hot water would have more temperature than room temperature, though that we have mentioned. So here we will get these 2 marks. Then suitable column headings and units. You are having your own choice that what you write, but it must have units, otherwise you will not score the marks. Then analysis mean any one from comparison of the temperature decrease, I mean change in temperature or rate of cooling with thickness of different lids. Draw suitable graph with axis stated. You got that point? That we scored, alhamdulillah, all 7 marks out of 7. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ariba, you joined me. Sorry, I could not um,
It's okay, sir.
come back to you because at that time I was basically at very high acceleration. So that was very dangerous to apply brakes at that speed. Yes. Okay. So is this question, I mean, you got that idea that how to handle that type of question?
Yes, sir.
This is the only unique question in your IGCSE. Rest all are having the same techniques and all that stuff, but it is having some different technique. So I believe that you people would make 5 to 6 marks or alhamdulillah enough in that. You have no need to worry about that. Okay, sir, I'm scoring 5 marks, 6 marks. 6 sevens are very good, 5 are not bad, but 4 is the last stage of Iman. Don't get reduced from this one. Okay, but avoid it. So you keep your task 5, 6, 7 at this stage. With practice, inshallah, you will be in 6 and 7s. Okay, is this clear to all of you?
जी सर.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I have another task for you people. Yes, it is the same type of paper, I believe. Yes, here is that. Yeah, I have worked with one class for this. Okay, I think I did not write on that. Maybe, maybe that was some other paper. Probably, yeah, that was another paper. Okay, that was actually similar to this one. That's why I'm going to show you that first, and then I will come back to this one. These all are the variants of the same year, but check, they have variety. I was at 63. This was 61. And here is your 60, 62. So all these variants have different number. Yes, I have solved this entire paper. Probably yes. Yes. This is that question. This is another paper question. That question is of the same, nature, but it has different investigation. A student investigates the time taken for the ice cubes in a container to be melted or to melt using different insulating materials of the container. It is to somehow, it gives you the idea what I have, what I did for the paper, what I addressed with you. It has the same concept, material of container, melting of ice cube. We have to handle these two uh, concepts over there. Operators available is copper container is with you. You have an insulating material that can be wrapped around the copper container. Like you must have cotton and insulation and the thermal insulation wool type things. Then you have a stopwatch, you have a thermometer. In that experiment, that was a problem. We do not, or we did not have the experiment. We had to figure out by ourselves, I think. Then the supply of ice cube is available, so student can also use other operators and material. Yes, this is allowed. Operators and material that are usually available in the school lab. Plan an experiment to investigate the time taken for the ice cube to melt using different materials of the container, of course. So isn't it mean to somehow same type of precautions and same type of operators is required. So here, draw the diagram briefly, how you would make these investigations, state the variables you would control, draw the table or tables with column headings to show what you will display the reading. You are not supposed to enter the readings, and explain how you would use your readings to reach the conclusion. So I have shown over here that I will put a stand, then I will place the hot water inside. Then cubes are not shown over here, sorry. These are, let's say, cubes. Then a styler is there, then a stopwatch is there, thermometer is there, thermometer is labeled. And then variables, what variables do we need? The type of material, wool, insulation, uh, sorry, thermopole or polystyrene. Yes, polystyrene, not thermopole. Then time for melting the ice. This is what we have to investigate, that how much time is taken for the ice to be melting. Then control variables, what to control. Initial temperature of the water. Oh, I have written H2O. तो हसान अब ये नहीं पूछना, मैं chemistry भी पढ़ाता हूँ, ठीक है. Okay, then amount of water which is made with the volume, sorry, with the cylinder. The amount of ice, I mean mass of ice, mass of ice which is measured with the electronic balance. Then initial temperature of the ice, which is measured with the thermometer. Okay, these all are the control variables. Then this is the procedure. What is that? This is the procedure. So what I did, I put, I mean, I have written that all. That's why I will be, I will be very quick to go through that. But I hope that you people would not get confused. Wherever you get confused, that please ask me. Put a measured amount of water in the container. Here, I have not mentioned that which instrument is being used. So you will use by measuring cylinder. Okay, so it would be your instrument or operators that will be used to measure the amount of liquid, or instead of amount you can say volume. Note down its initial temperature of the water by using thermometer. Okay, then put some material, I mean, the materials which are available to you around the container, or wrap that container with the material available to you. Put some ice with noun mass, right? And initial temperature. You have to mention that mass measured by electronic balance, measured by electronic balance. Okay, and stir the solution gently to keep its temperature uniform, and start the stopwatch. Now you have to measure the time that with the help of stopwatch, and stop the stopwatch when the temperature becomes constant. So initial temperature is noted down, final temperature is that when your thermometer reading becomes constant. It means that is the change in temperature. Theta 2 minus theta 2, theta 2 minus theta 1 is basically change in temperature. That this is cooling rate. Note down note down time 1, that in how much time, because here you cannot put a slot that I will fix the time. No, you can fix the initial temperature and final temperature, right? Final temperature is also not fixed. You can fix initial temperature. Final temperature would be given to you with the help of with the help of yes, Ariba, sorry, Hassan and Yahya, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. Okay, जब कोई बोलता नहीं ना दूसरी साइड से, so I get scared. Yeah, when I don't get any sound or voice from the other side, I just feel alone. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
so I have been exiled to my room for this class. That's why um, that exile is also scary. That's why. So the experiment, as yes, I was at this time that you have to note down the time that in which time your final temperature is obtained from the initial point. The same material, the same amount of water, and same material is being used. Ice for yeah, I mean, you have to repeat the experiment with same material, same water, and same amount of ice for T2. This is additional thing what I have told to you. Remember this thing, whenever you have to take the reading of the time, you have to be very careful that you have to take average for the time, because time consists of random error mean human response error, so we take average to increase the accuracy. Because here I had to measure the time, that's why I have repeated the experiment to measure the time twice. But before that, in the previous experiment, I had fixed the time, so no need to measure it, because I know that now it is 2 minutes. So after 2 minutes, I have to note down the reading from thermometer, right? So repeat the procedure with different material and record the time in the table. So here is your table. The type of materials are material type, right? Then time 1, in which the final temperature is the final temperature decreased to a specific value, time 2, then average time. Here I was writing theta 1 initial temperature, then theta 2 final temperature in degree centigrade, and the change in temperature in degree centigrade. So you will take the this set and this set. This is your final you know variables which are included in the investigation. Finally, we will check the time with material type. The material with more time is the best insulator. So no need to draw the graph, but just consider that the material which takes more time to melt the ice, or in which the temperature change is more slower, that is good material. Got it? Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here is basically all the stuff for your question number 4. I hope that I have addressed this question in very high pace, but I believe that it will help you out because I have explained you first question in very detail. Is there any question for from this paper? I mean, this from this question number 4.
No.
No, sir.
Oh, good. Yes, Hassan.
नहीं सर.
आपका कोई question?
नहीं.
Okay. So you have to keep practicing. I will, I mean, because Yahya is having mock exams, so you prepare for your mocks according to the date sheet. For example, you are done with paper 2 and paper 4, so you are left with paper 6. So
No,
solve as much. No?
I'm done with all, like, mocks ended today.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So did you have this question number 4 in your mock in your ATP paper?
Yesterday, I mean, yeah, I had something similar, yes.
Okay. Good. I mean, you do not consider it as a question.
What?
I
What
mean,
do
you
you
do
mean,
not
man?
consider it as a question. It was a thing similar to that, so that was a question, man.
That's a question similar question. What?
Ye- Oh, good.
Question
I
is
mean,
a
temperature
thing.
like, I mean, which includes some sort of temperature calculations and time calculations.
Yeah, yes.
Good, good. No problem. So we will have a plan, inshallah, and that plan is first, I would like that we would go through some of the paper twos, I mean MCQs, right? They will basically, that is an easy way, that is an easy area. You will not get bored, right? So my mm, suggestion is that if we just keep on practicing these MCQs for almost mm, 2 or 3 years MCQs, then we will go for the theory of the same 3 years, okay, and then for paper 6 ATP. Because when you will go through one MCQ, one theory, one ATP, you will be scattered. For MCQs, you just practice the stuff. Then for theory, you will be quite easy. Then paper 6 for same 3 years. Okay, same 3 years. So after this phase, I would like that we will go through set by set. Set by set means there you will check your grade threshold also. Paper 2 1, 4 1, and 6 1. It is one set. Paper 2 2, 4 2, 6 2 is a set. Paper 2 3, 4 3, and 6 3 is a set. So till 2020, yes, till 2020, they either one or two or three, they have same variants. So you have no problem at all, right? Any one out of three, for example, P11, P12, and P13. Any two would be having same stuff. Okay? Any two. Sometimes 1 2 and 1 3 are same. Sometimes 1 1 and 1 2 are same. Sometimes they are same. Okay? Then after that, there is a bit variation. So I told you that you have to start from 2019, then you have to go to 18, then you have to go to 2017, and then I will give you a reverse order from 2020, then 21, then 22, and then 23. We will go in this way, right? So this is all my plan for you people, inshallah, inshallah. So please practice as much as you can, because I don't want to become so greedy about my subject, because you have to appear in all of the subjects, so you have to manage the time. Okay,
Yes, sir.
any suggestion for this plan or this yeah, definitely this is a plan. So